Ukrainian drones have once again stunned the world and shaken Moscow to its core as they struck the city's $1.2 billion skyscraper complex, leaving Russia shocked and scrambling for answers. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Red Alert Conflict channel. Please subscribe and like my videos because today we are diving into one of the most audacious and symbolic drone attacks of this war. What happened in the Russian capital was not just another strike, it was a message, a powerful one, that Ukraine has the capability to pierce through one of the most defended airspaces in the world and hit not only military facilities, but also the very heart of Russia's financial and political pride. From the outside, the exterior of this story is as dramatic as it gets. Moscow city towers, a shining example of Russian modern architecture and economic ambition, became the latest target. These towers are not simple office buildings. They represent Moscow's futuristic vision and are home to international corporations, banks, and Russian ministries. Their glass facades, steel frames, and sleek vertical design were meant to showcase wealth and resilience, but instead they were lit up by explosions and smoke as Ukrainian drones penetrated Moscow's supposedly impenetrable defense shield. The damage may not have brought down the skyscrapers completely, but the images of shattered windows and burning offices immediately spread across the world, turning Russia's symbol of strength into a reminder of vulnerability. Inside the towers, the interior tells a much more intimate story. Offices filled with paperwork, computers, and high-level executives were suddenly turned into scenes of chaos. Broken glass littered the corridors, alarms rang loudly, and workers scrambled for safety. Although the drones didn't cause complete structural collapse, the interior damage was enough to disrupt operations and force evacuations. The contrast between the once luxurious, high-tech interiors and the sudden destruction highlights how this attack pierced not only steel and glass, but also Russia's sense of security at home. When it comes to performance, the Ukrainian drones have proven once again why they have become one of the most effective and feared weapons in modern conflict. These unmanned aerial vehicles were able to travel hundreds of kilometers, evade layers of Russian air defense, and strike with pinpoint precision. Russia boasts about its S-400s, Pantsir systems, and electronic warfare units. But time and again, Ukrainian drones have demonstrated that with proper planning, agility, and advanced navigation, they can bypass or overwhelm those defenses. Performance here is not just about speed or range. It's about the ability to exploit weaknesses in one of the most heavily guarded cities on Earth. The drones did not need to carry massive payloads. Their accuracy alone ensured that the symbolic and psychological impact would be devastating. Now, looking at safety features, what makes these drones particularly interesting is their relatively small radar signature and ability to fly low. This makes them extremely difficult to detect and intercept. Ukraine has also reportedly integrated safety mechanisms that allow the drones to self-destruct if they fail to reach their intended target, preventing capture and reverse engineering. Furthermore, the modular design of these drones makes them safer for operators, since they can be launched remotely without exposing Ukrainian soldiers to direct counterattacks. For Russia, the so-called safety features of its own defense network appear to have failed, and that is what makes this event so shocking. The drones did not just hit buildings, they slipped through the very systems designed to prevent such a strike. The unique selling points of this Ukrainian operation are clear. First, the psychological effect, striking Moscow, and not just any area but its central business district, sends a message to both Russian elites and the world that Ukraine is not powerless. Second, the economic impact, damaging a $2 billion tower complex that houses key ministries and financial institutions, creates ripples far beyond the battlefield. Third, the technological showcase. Ukraine has managed to build or adapt drones that can match and even outperform Russian defenses at a fraction of the cost. Finally, the propaganda value. Every video clip and every photo of shattered skyscrapers in Moscow becomes a tool for Ukraine to show resilience and determination. If we were to put a price on this, the contrast is staggering. The Moscow City complex is worth around $2 billion, a monumental investment symbolizing Russian wealth. In comparison, the drones used by Ukraine are believed to cost anywhere from a few thousand to tens of thousands of dollars each, depending on the model. That means Ukraine is spending peanuts compared to the damage inflicted. The cost-benefit ratio heavily favors Ukraine. For less than the price of a single Russian missile interceptor, Ukraine can send swarms of drones capable of inflicting millions in damage, shaking investor confidence, and forcing Russia to divert resources to homeland defense. In conclusion, the drone strike on Moscow's city towers is more than just a headline. It is a detailed case study of modern asymmetric warfare, where small, affordable, and agile drones can challenge massive, expensive, and supposedly sophisticated defense networks. From the glittering exterior of the skyscrapers reduced to broken glass, to the chaotic interiors disrupted in seconds, the performance of these drones has once again proven Ukraine's ingenuity. Their safety features make them hard to counter. Their unique selling points are clear in both symbolic and strategic terms, and the price comparison highlights just how cost-effective drone warfare has become. This attack has left Russia shocked and reminded the world that no city, not even Moscow, is beyond the reach of modern drone warfare. What's more, this incident forces Russia to rethink its priorities. Billions have been poured into defending Moscow, yet low-cost drones are able to slip through. For ordinary Russians, the attack is a psychological blow, raising questions about whether their leaders can truly keep them safe. For Ukraine, it is a morale booster, showing its people and allies that it can strike back even against overwhelming odds. The international community is also watching closely, because if drones can reach Moscow, then they can change the balance in many other conflicts worldwide. This is not just about destruction, it's about redefining warfare. Drones represent the rise of technology that empowers smaller nations against larger, more powerful militaries. Each strike becomes a demonstration of adaptability, creativity, and resilience. And as Ukraine continues to push these boundaries, the war is entering a stage where symbols matter just as much as territory. Please don't forget to subscribe to Red Alert Conflict and like the video so you don't miss future updates, because this story is far from over and the skies above Russia are no longer safe.